总共有6600位候选人在印尼，然后他们的6600个候选人，然后从里面选560个席次，那所有的选民的数量是186 million， 就是有那么多的投票的人，然后投开票所有超过50万个，这是2014年在印尼的这场选举的规模。然后他们所做的数位工具就是要监控这场选举，所以让大家稍微有一个概念，是他们做的事情有什么样子的影响力，以及他们想要达到目标是什么。那今天娜娜会跟他的 partner 一个开发者也在这边，所以不管你要问什么样子的问题，技术性的问题，或是他们发展的问题，都可以问。那接下来时间就交给娜娜。
Hello everybody. My name is Nanang. I'm from Indonesia. I will share about MataMassa. The MataMassa application is experience the election monitoring in Indonesia 2014. Combined between technology and participation, engagement and collaboration between citizens. After the Orde Baru regime, Suharto regime collapsed, people began the rule. People power to determine the president and parliament through a direct ballot. Direct election of the head of state, head of the region, and representation of the people into the process of good governance, democracy, and rule of the human rights. However, over time, the level of community participation in the election has decreased in the last decade. It can be seen from the data the General Election Commission for election from the 1999 to 2014. Initially, the level of public participation for the 29 election reached its low point 70% from the total population of Indonesia. The election observes asset the apathy of society has led to decline in the participation rate in the election. Distrust of the political parties and the legislator because there are many candidates and party members in trouble with the law, such as corruption and abuse of power. In election slightly improve, which it's then a measure of the public to be involved in determine the election. Indonesian society participation rate in the election will determine the quality of the outcome of the election. Abstention means allowing the government continue deteriorate and the impact of the public welfare. Even in the end, there will be option to choose political party of legislative worse than worse. That's democracy. In the midst of the development of information technology, MataMassa comes not merely to provide an assessment of the election participant. However, MataMassa presents to engage the community actively involved overseeing the process of the Democratic Party. MataMassa. MataMassa from the word mata is eye, massa is public. In English, people refer to particular group mentioned, MataMassa. Mata is eye, one of pair of organ of saying in the face of human and animal. Massa is people, men, women, and children generally. MataMassa, people eyes. This is MataMassa apps, the website, the anatomy, demography, peta, and a map, and the statistic and participation public, and then a report from public, social media engagement and media engagement. So the flow of the system, MataMassa, we use the report public from SMS, email, mobile apps entry, and website form entry. And the public report insert to the system. We have the protocol of verification, the report. Verification, we call a verificator from the MataMassa team. The check completely accuracy and entries, the report, validity reporter, and assistant verification team to publication. If the complete report, verificator published to website and mobile apps. And after publication, the apps forward to the Bawaslu Election Monitoring Agency in the Department of Election in Indonesia. So MataMassa have a report 30,000 report from Twitter, mobile apps, and email and SMS. But the verified, the completely report just 1,596 report verified. The sample of the report is maybe not usually in Taiwan, but in Indonesia, the money politic is usually the political or candidate give money to public in the public area and public space. Like this. This is a report from citizen. They take picture and video to the send in MataMassa system. In Indonesia, the violation about election, two violation, administrative and criminal. And the money politic are a part of criminal violation in election. So it's very complicated, the problem in Indonesia about the election. The Bawaslu is a government department of election, cannot the power to the punishment of the candidate political. So if a violation about the election, Bawaslu forward to the judge and the police. They not have power to punishment to party or candidate. And then like this. This is the bulk of vote. The open of officer. Not yet time to open, but they open to the manipulate vote. Citizen know and take the picture and send to MataMassa. And this sugar and eggs to citizen, and then citizen must choose the political candidate. Very easy to listen in Indonesia because welfare or many area, many country, island, Spirit Island, and no monitoring for from government. So MataMassa use the technology for the easy reporting citizen about violation. So it's law read about the teenager in the trust to politics in Indonesia very down, and now in 2014 in Indonesia they grow up until 60 in the data mining in MataMassa. We get the teenager until 60% to participate for the reporting about violation. Okay, maybe I will play the video for MataMassa. Why? Why?
Okay. Pesta demokrasi baru saja dimulai. Setiap orang larut dalam riuhnya pesta 5 tahunan itu. Sementara di sisi lain ketergantungan akan teknologi, khususnya perangkat bergerak, juga kian besar. Keberadaannya seakan tak bisa dipisahkan dari kehidupan sehari-hari. Beruntung kecanggihan yang ditawarkannya bisa dimanfaatkan, salah satunya untuk mengawasi pelaksanaan pemilu. Salah satu caranya dengan menginstal aplikasi MataMassa. Dengan aplikasi itu masyarakat bisa terlibat aktif melaporkan setiap kejanggalan yang terjadi. MataMassa sendiri adalah program pemantauan pemilu yang digagas oleh Aliansi Jurnalis Independen Jakarta bersama ICT Laboratory for Social Change (iLab) untuk daerah Jabodetabek.
AJI Jakarta sebagai organisasi jurnalis bersama masyarakat berkomitmen mengawasi pemilu 2014 agar pelaksanaannya lebih bersih dan berkualitas, sehingga hasilnya pun akan lebih baik.
MataMassa juga tidak terbatas hanya untuk aplikasi telepon pintar. Ia bisa digunakan lewat berbagai cara seperti email, website, hingga hotline SMS.
MataMassa adalah program pemantauan pemilu untuk daerah Jakarta dan sekitarnya yang diinisiasi oleh AJI Jakarta dan iLab. Bagi masyarakat yang menemukan bisa langsung melaporkannya ke MataMassa lewat berbagai jalur. Bisa melalui websitenya di www.matamassa.org atau kirim email ke lapor@matamassa.org, juga melalui SMS ke nomor 0813 70 20 2014. Dan yang paling gampang, aplikasinya bisa di-download di smartphone kita, baik yang berbasis iOS, Android, maupun BlackBerry.
Bagi mereka yang sudah mengunduh aplikasi MataMassa, bisa segera melaporkan hasil pemantauannya dari manapun dan kapanpun. Laporannya dapat berupa teks, foto, atau video. Kini beragam jenis pelanggaran bisa dilaporkan, mulai dari pelanggaran administratif, politik uang, pengadaan logistik, penentuan daftar pemilih tetap, aturan main kampanye, hingga kecurangan di hari pemilihan.
Jadi masalahnya yang enggak, tinggal kita masukin jenis pelanggarannya apa, judulnya, pelanggarannya apa aja, masuk siapa, yang melanggar, di mana tempatnya, di situ udah ada cantum lokasinya. Terus ada kita kita upload foto atau video di situ. Setelah itu kita masukin email, nomor handphone dan nama. Setelah itu udah kirim kita.
Hingga 18 April 2014, jumlah aplikasi MataMassa telah diunduh sebanyak 1.333 kali, terdiri dari Android sebanyak 1.036 kali, iOS 154 kali, dan BlackBerry 154 kali. Sementara dengan sistem SMS Gateway, masyarakat dapat mengirimkan hasil temuannya dan kemudian akan mendapat konfirmasi terkait laporan yang mereka kirimkan.
Ya, MataMassa akan membalas laporan via SMS yang salah format. Bentuknya adalah maaf, laporan telah kami terima, tetapi formatnya salah. Kalau benar, terima kasih, laporan Anda telah kami terima. Silakan untuk lebih jelasnya melihat dalam website matamassa.org.
Tak hanya itu, setiap orang juga bisa mengirimkan laporannya melalui email yang ditujukan ke MataMassa. Laporannya bisa berupa foto atau video yang disertai dengan keterangan lengkap.
Tadi saya melaporkan tindakan pelanggaran pemilu dengan caleg yang membagikan beras melalui email. Jadi caranya itu dengan lengkap kita menceritakan detail pelanggaran yang terjadi itu seperti apa yang dibagikan, kemudian kapan dan di mana serta jam berapa. Lalu tidak lupa saya menyatakan nama serta alamat dan nomor telepon yang bisa dihubungi agar nantinya kalau misalnya dari tim MataMassa ingin menanyakan lebih detail lagi, dengan mudah mereka bisa menghubungi saya. Dan tidak lupa dengan menyatakan foto bukti.
Nantinya seluruh laporan yang terverifikasi akan diunggah ke situs matamassa.org sehingga siapapun dapat melihatnya. Sementara jika ada pelanggaran serius, hal itu akan diteruskan ke Bawaslu untuk ditindaklanjuti. Sejak kemunculannya, MataMassa telah menyadarkan masyarakat tentang betapa pentingnya berpartisipasi dalam mengawasi pemilu agar berjalan bersih dan transparan. Karena dengan tingkat partisipasi yang tinggi akan menghasilkan pemilu yang transparan dan hasil pemilu yang berkualitas.
Okay. Thank you for opportunity to share with MataMassa. Maybe any question?
好，因为时间，先掌声谢谢。那很紧张，因为他说他是一个开发者，所以他不常在这样的场合演讲，大家应该看得出来。不过后面这段影片记录了很多画面，大家应该很容易理解他们在2014年做了什么样子的事情。好，其实他们做的事情非常了不起，我自己觉得啦，因为我之前带过欧盟的观选团到台湾看台湾选举，其实台湾选举也是有很多眉眉角角是可以操作的事情，每个投开票所都会发生一些大小事，所以这样子的 application 其实是相当重要的。有没有任何的问题可以在这时候提出来？行，中英文都可以。
我想要请问一下，在公开的地方使用这样的 app， 会不会被攻击，还是不好意思，对。
Attack. What?
Because using the app,
Using.
is it possible to get attacked by others because they're using it?
Sorry. My English is not good. Attacker.
Did any of your users be attacked because of
Sharing
using
the
it?
apps.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yes. I just know about the apps. We upload with GitHub. Maybe some people try the code. All code we sharing. Oh, sorry.
对，我觉得他觉得是网络上的攻击。
Okay. I upload GitHub. You can use the apps. It's MataMassa Android, MataMassa iPhone, and then MataMassa.
It means, is there any physical attack?
Oh, physical attack.
Because of using this.
Maksudnya apa?
Maksudnya ada orang yang marah-marah tuh ngamuk-ngamuk mukul atau
Oh, absolutely. Sorry. Absolutely. We have partner LBH. We call
law, like yeah. There's a partner from law, like lawyer, yeah.
Yes.
From a lawyer about the prevention of attack or
yes, about discrimination or killing maybe.
Yeah, because there's a killing threat.
Death threat.
Death threat.
Sometimes,
Yeah, sometimes yeah. There's also death threat as well.
In Indonesia is the big mafia. About the political party, about the politic in Indonesia is very dangerous. Why technology? Because the manual report in to Bawaslu, public afraid. All people afraid about the report. So the technology, MataMassa, the protect privacy and the protect to maybe face, maybe Yantisa is candidate political. I'm reporter. Yantisa not show me because the technology MataMassa the protect the reporter.
Protect the identity of the reporter.
Yes.
Yeah.
The problem in Indonesia, the participation about the violation, yes, discrimination and kekerasan.
Yeah, there's a lot of violence.
Violence.
Yeah.
So not tidak berani.
So yeah, people is afraid of reporting in if there's a cases, if there's a violation in the general election. That's why we really it is important for the apps to like protect, to anonymize the identity of the report of people who make the report, but we still can like kind of follow up
from that report as well?
Yes.
Yeah.
Someday we have a story. The political party and national political party, Partai Demokrat itu yang berkuasa. The power of party incumbent call the MataMassa official and menekan dan memarah, pressure
and,
threaten and pressure about the many violation to one
of the
political party. Yes.
I'm just curious actually from the presentation, there's actually roughly 1,300 downloads of the app, and that amount of download plus the users, is it enough to cover all the election against the spots that you need to cover? If not, how do you guys overcome? Because apparently those users are voluntarily joining and using the app, right? Those are not paid or anything like that, right?
Cukup nggak jumlah segitu? Maksudnya ini in nasional atau untuk?
No, it's not enough because we just use the activity, many activity in Jakarta. In the other area is not run because not communication about the infrastructure in Indonesia is bad. So have reporting from the other zone, other area. SMS, just SMS is not verified because just texting. We use the SMS for the first information to the no violation election. Ya, nggak banyak. 1, 2, 3. Kenapa? I think we socialize to the other community to manage the MataMassa like the other province, 32 province in Indonesia. So if one province to manage one apps, I think is done, is finished. Is the problem is so the all candidate is we can monitoring and we can get the good governance. Apalagi ya? Cukup.
When you were developing your project, what is the biggest problem that you had, and how did you solve it?
The big problem I think is useless maybe. In 2 years ago in 2014, is small people use the smartphone in Indonesia. So and we must to hard socialist and hard working to introduce the apps. So I just use the apps just use in big city like Jakarta, Surabaya, and Makassar. The people usually to smartphone. Yeah, mungkin paham. Enough, maybe.
Other province might just use Angry Birds.
Yeah. Other island, Spirit Island. Yes.
I'm wondering because say vote fraud and bribe is fairly like a pretty big issue. I'm wondering how are the local and the national government dealing with your data? Was there any candidate removed from election because there are bribery and or fraud, or was there? How are the government or the legal or like police or courts dealing with your data?
Ada hubungannya dengan penegak hukum, law enforcement soal penggunaan.
Kenapa?
Ada hubungannya sama law enforcement dengan laporan-laporan itu.
Law enforcement itu apa? Kayak
Polisi,
UITE ya?
Polisi pengacara. Maksudnya ada yang di kandidat yang dibuang nggak gara-gara laporan-laporan yang MataMassa. Ada efek atau implikasinya ke kandidat nggak?
Oh yes, yes, always. In the party in demokrasi apa? PDI ya. One of the party always show the report, and then the candidate have money violation, the party not choose the apa?
So the political party is the one who like remove the candidate.
We have experience about that.
Yeah. Because it's exposed in a bad way, so the party choose to just remove the candidate and pick another potential candidate.
So the MataMassa have planned about the public judge, I think, public judgment. So public education in Indonesia. The power of government to punishment is low, not doing anything about a punishment. Violation election is usually no problem. So I am and team MataMassa have planned the public judgment. So public this is party is a big and money violation about election. So public not choose the party.
Yeah. So they accept the money, but they did not choose the candidate. So
in Indonesia now, yes, no, in Indonesia now, like to public judge, public judge.
Public judgment, yeah. So it is like if a candidate exposed to this kind of cases, like there are lots of reports of him doing violation in election, then public would not like judging him like, oh, this is bad candidate. Sometimes it gets to social media how this candidate is doing lots of bad practice, and then the party would the one who take action rather than the government. Like the case in one of the political party choose to remove that candidate because it would also bring bad image to the political party. So no, we don't want to get associated with this kind of person. So
why Jokowi is choose the big people choose in Indonesia? Because the Prabowo have many violation in election. So the perbandingan apa? The rate comparison the violation in Jokowi and Prabowo, the candidate president, 70 and 30 is many big comparison. So people believe Jokowi is more than Prabowo.
好，因为时间的关系，所以就先到这边。Thank you for all your sharing.
Yes, I'm sorry. My English is bad, but I am happy and enjoy and for the sharing the MataMassa because the technology is grow up in Indonesia. So technology for the social change in Indonesia now, because we believe technology change the democracy and can to wake up the human rights and transparency. Okay, thank you very much.